Hello, welcome back, or welcome. It's been a minute, I know, but we don't gotta get into that. Life's been crazy. I'm working 2 jobs, busy, but I'm back. Today, I want to talk about pushing 30 because I'm 28 and this age arrived a lot faster than I thought it would. I moved back home when I was 25, and these past 3 years have been moving in lightning speed. I graduated with my master's 3 years ago. I just got the Facebook notification and it doesn't feel that long ago, but it was 3 years and I blinked and I'm in my late 20s. It's crazy. So yeah, things are not panning out how I thought they would to begin with. I'm 28. I still live at home. And with inflation, things like moving out, buying a house are a lot more difficult than they would have been if I was an adult 5 years ago. Well, I was an adult, but I wasn't good and grown 5 years ago. You know, I was still asking my parents for grocery money. So I'm pushing 30 and I'm seeing a lot of my friends, move forward in life, get married, have kids, which aren't things that I want, at least not right now. But the thought in my mind is that I don't think I could have those if I wanted to. Maybe I could. Dual income. That could work. I don't know. But I feel like I make decent money right now, but still, it feels very hard to, live a comfortable life these days. It's a challenge, and the state of the world has made pushing 30 a lot harder. And then there's people who still expect you to be in a certain place. Like I know there's some adults who are like, oh, you still live with your parents? Oh, you're working 2 jobs? Which are things that I'm choosing to do, by the way. I'm not doing those because I have to. I have a great job. I'm just saving money to eventually move out of state. So, but I don't want to explain that to people. You can think what you want. But yeah, it's a tough time to be 28. And by this age, I thought that I'd at least have been living on my own for a minute, but that's not possible. Maybe even have bought a house by now, If I made the current salary I have, if I made this like 5 years ago, I would be so good. Oh my goodness. Wow. Yeah. It's rough, but something that's comforting is that misery loves company. And this is a universal thing. Everyone's going through this unless you are just in some outlier of a situation. But what I'm doing right now is working 2 jobs and saving as much money as possible so that I can move out and be comfortable and not be struggling. Because I don't want to struggle. I really don't. I don't want that to be my story. I've struggled before and it's not fun. I know life is not all sunshine and rainbows and that there'll be some challenging times in life, but I'm going to do what I can to prevent that. I'm going to try my hardest to make sure that I move out and I'm being wise with that decision. So yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm thankful that I can live with my parents and save money and that I was able to get a second job and get my master's degree and at least try to work things out. At least I'm trying. I just wanted you to know that this is me trying. Yeah, at least I'm trying. But yeah, Life's good. I'm going on a trip in July, and I don't know if it would have been as easy for me to take this trip if I was living on my own and paying rent. So that's a perk of living at home. I can do things like that. I can go to concerts. I can try new restaurants here and there. And yeah, but being close to 30, I thought that life would be a lot different. But it also goes to show that 30 isn't old. It's just not in your 20s anymore. But I feel like we have this perception that when you turn 30, you're old and ancient. But that's not true. You're still very young when you're 30. So it's nothing to be scared of. And I can allow myself to release the pressures that I've put on myself for when I turn 30. You know, it's, yeah, I think I have to remember that I'm where I'm supposed to be, even though it doesn't feel like that. And I think that any discomfort I feel is something I can use to just push me harder, make me work harder towards what I want, and that is to move out of state. And yeah, I took on this second job, so it's a little harder to focus on some of my goals, like doing my data analytics course, which I thought I'd be done with by now, but I'm not. So yeah, we're gonna get through this. But yeah, I just wanted to give a little life update. Things are good, but there are things that I would want to change, which is normal. I think in life, it's okay to, like, wanting change doesn't mean you're not content. You know, I'm very content and happy with where I am right now. I feel so blessed. I truly feel so blessed because, oh, I don't know, I just think God's been so good to me. And yeah, my job's a blessing, and everything that's led me to this job has been a blessing, even though that was hard, getting laid off from my last job. And I really have hope that things will get better and that God wants what's best for me. So yeah, that's all I have.